So for step number 1, I do like to use very light pencils, in this case using a mechanical HB pencil to start drawing the eyes and nose, and a few guides to kind of divide up the face, and also while using my reference photo that you do see on the right side. And everything is going to be drawn very lightly so that if we do need to erase, it'll be easy on us to do so. And I will be just going ahead and doing a freehand sketch right here, as you can see. And as I continue to draw, you will see me going back in and defining more of the eyes, the pupils, and the nose, and actually going in for a bit more detail, especially around the eyes, because I know that if the eyes and the nose are centered and correct, then everything else will be in proportion. Okay, so this is step 2, and this is where we start to define a lot of the shadows and highlights by using either a number 2, 3, 4, 5 HB pencil, and this is going to help us really go into whichever subject matter it is. In this case, it's Yoda, with a lot of his wrinkles and the contact shadows within the lips, the eyes, the nostrils, and also his hair. And I'm just going to also continue to work from the middle and go out towards the face, the chin, and the ears. And this is going to also help guide us where a lot of the light will be hitting and where the shadows are going to be landing as well. And just as a quick reminder, this Yoda will be added into my full playlist that I have of just Star Wars characters that I have on YouTube, so please go ahead and check that out after this video, and go ahead and, if you haven't already done so, like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, this step I like to call adding a base tone, which simply means adding in a very thin and very light layer with a HB or 2B pencil. This is going to help us block in a lot of where the shadows lay, and this is going to be all over the surface of the subject's face. And this is also going to help us later on with the blending with either stumps and many other blending techniques. Now, this is a very important step, is using a very dark pencil to really add in the contact shadows, and this will help us also start adding in all of the mid values and all the way up to the highlights in the entire face. And also, if you haven't noticed throughout this entire process, I have been also turning my paper up and down and to the sides. This also can help you see, just to make sure everything is in proportion. And I'm also using a very light brush to take away and move away any kind of erasing marks that you see. And I'm also using tracing paper underneath my hand to help prevent any unnecessary and unwanted smudges as well. Now for this step, which will be mainly the final step, is the blending process. And in this one, I really like to use various stump sizes that are very thin, that I can get really into details such as the eyes and the wrinkles that he has, and also larger ones for large areas like the shadows in his ears, underneath the neck, and actually the overall surface of the skin. And also using very soft bristle paintbrushes also helps give an overall tone to the entire surface of the skin as well. Now, using various erasers and electronic eraser that I have right here, I used it for highlights in the hair, the pupils, and some of the highlights where the light is touching his skin is to help erase the graphite and bring out the white, pure white paper in the background, and this helps with the overall contrast of the entire image.